Welcome back to the final episode of Land of the Lustrous. So we are finally here. We are finally at the very end, unfortunately, of this absolutely incredible anime. Like, I'm gonna say, obviously I'm gonna go more into the details and my thoughts on it at the end of the episode, but I'm gonna say it right now, an absolutely incredible anime. So, first of all, let me talk about, well, as I said, I'm gonna go way into the details after this entire episode, and it's probably gonna be a bit longer of a segment. But you know, I am excited to see how they wrap it up. But also, I know that it continues on in the manga. I'm gonna talk about the manga as well, more in the after discussion. But well, let's just jump into what happened in the previous episode. So we saw the Lunarian dog, if you will, Shiro, show up, and we saw that Adamant has some kind of connection with Shiro, and it seems like he knows him, even though he denied it. So that obviously I had some theories about this. I was like, maybe he knew him before he became a Lunarian, or before Shiro became a Lunarian, more specifically. Because it does seem like the Lunarians are some kind of like spirits of people, animals, beings in general who didn't move on yet, right? That's what Adamant seems to be implying with him saying, oh, no, he didn't go back to the moon, he just moved on, or whatever, he passed on, or whatever the exact wording was, right? So that's interesting. That's, I feel like, a huge bombshell. And then we also saw, let me look up the name because it's a pretty wild name, Pat Paracha. We saw Pat Paracha at the end of the episode awakening because Force ended up giving what's the sign? Rutile. Rutile some of the rubies, and Rutile used the rubies to fill in the holes in Pat Paracha, and she ended up awakening. So let's see what this character is all about, and let's see how they end off this season of Land of the Lustrous. So, as I said, I'm gonna go way more into everything at the end, but for now, let's just jump into Land of the Lustrous final episode. Here we go. Hardness of 9. And one of the oldest ones. Oya, oya. The voice. Wait, let me just... Wow. That's like basically almost the entire lifespan. Wait. Let me just look up the VI because Parkrumi. I know that name. Elric, Edward Elric, Zoe Hanji. That's where I mostly know it from. Temari as well. Okay. And Pakunoda from Hunter x Hunter. Wow, that's a big name. Like, that's a huge name. Okay. Anyways, let me also bring down the volume a bit. Let's go. She was very young. Wait, let me see her. Oh, cute. Aww. What's up, Rutila? A new job. Hmm. Is it out of energy? Is Master actually taking the advice from Foss of everyone should team up with boards at least once? Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is very much the Matrix problem, right? Blue pill, red pill. Do you want to know the truth even if it might hurt you, or do you want to live in blissful ignorance, right? Very relevant to many themes in life. I really like it because I feel like there is merit to both of them, right? I feel like we could have like a long conversation about, do you want to find out the truth, even if it means that you're gonna put yourself and others around you in danger? Is it moral to find the truth, or is it moral to even hide the truth from someone, in the sense or in the name of safety, in the name of order, right? I feel like you could have like such a long conversation, such a nuanced conversation about this, that I'm not gonna have right now because I feel like nobody's the winner at the end of it. But I really like the way that they're, or the fact that they're even covering this kind of topic. No, don't overthink it. It's just Borsa's personality. You're freaking me out. Jesus. Oh, that's such a nice thing to say. Mm. What if nothing else? Yeah. Ooh. I really like the fact that I really like how they're pairing up boards with everyone. いや I really like Yellow Diamond. She's really funny. I feel like this is also part of the reason why they wanted to do this, right? It goes back to the entire thing that Daya was saying about how you realize how you feel about each other once you're apart. Mm. ねえ、何から知りたい？ねえ、何から？ Oh no, oh no. 大事な教科書の原本が。地層構造について。全部覚えてない。先生に教えてもらったはず。Oh, that sucks. 海岸の侵食速度について。雲の形状変化と気圧変化。まずいのでは。習ったことで思い出せること。Ooh. 先生は、Here we go. バトル。It's a battle. Okay. So that's why she has a condition, I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm guessing it's from there on where she got that condition. It's a single one, not a double one. Cinnabar, sulfide mineral, mercury 2 sulfide. No sword. Oh, nice. Nose. God damn it. Ah, so close. Nice. I like the fact that at least she's not like... Yeah, it came from a good place. God damn it. The title. You know what vibes it's also getting me? I'm not gonna spoil the actual anime, but it's giving me Shinsekai Yori vibes. And I'm not gonna spoil why, but it kinda is. The net and the lasso. Oh, because she wants to go to the moon. Mm.
しいのは僕と一緒に先生と月人の関係を暴く仕事だ。楽しくなさすぎるでしょ。君にどうすると言われて、まず本当のことを知ろうと探った。疑い始めれば先生の全てが怪しく見えて、一人では正しく景色が見えているかももうわからないんだ。いつもそばで君の審判を聞かせてほしい。その先は、もし先生を許せないと分かったら、お前はどうするつもりだ。そこで詰まる程度の考えしかないなら協力はできない。やはり君はひどく慎重で賢い。だから絶対僕には君が必要だ。また来る。
Yeah. Okay, I feel like, yes, I get it. She wants basically someone to always criticize everything that she does and to doubt the things that they do, right? To always be, digging into the whys, because Force is very, I guess she is kind of impulsive. Even still, she is impulsive. She is oftentimes short-sighted and tunnel vision and stuff like that. And I feel like Cinnabar is gonna be perfect to be there. Okay, what then? We do this, then what? Or what if this happens? She's gonna be, the one to test all of the plot holes or I guess loopholes or whatever of the plan. I really like that. Also, I wonder, the fun part and stuff like that. I do wonder if, because Foz seemed genuinely excited about the fact that, oh, she finally can at least kind of like, she can give to Cinnabar what she promised her. She can fulfill the promise. That's what I was looking for. She can fulfill the promise to Cinnabar finally. It seemed like she genuinely believed that finding a new job, no matter what it is that only Cinnabar can do, is gonna be fulfilling the promise. I do wonder, is it that she forgot about her promising like the fun, a fun job that she can do, the fun part of the job, or it could be genuinely that she just put more importance in actually finding a job that Cinnabar is fit for, whereas Cinnabar was putting more importance on the fun part. I don't know which one it is. I don't think it matters at all. But I just found it interesting how they, constructed that entire scene. Because it could just be putting different values into different areas.
息のようなあれは言葉なのか、目に色がついたのは何の反応だったのか、何もはっきりしなかった。なんでか会えばすぐ解決できると思ってたけど、道のりは長そうだ。見極めようと近づくほどわからないことが増えていく。だからこそ絶対。夜から出たい。無理だ。信じてない。ただ組むだけなら別に。
Poor Cinnabar, man. The plushies. Ah, Uchida Maya. Dayong? Obsidian. Mm.
しませんね。無駄口を叩く。はい。お前は剣の持ち方が相変わらず硬い。はい。甘えられた。昔の自分。
Ooh, she locked in.
今度は負けた。勝った。いっちゃん、今日もお疲れ様。ありがとう、ユークレス。先生に会議の報告を。いや、後でいい。先ほど瞑想
It's not meditation time. This doesn't feel like it's going towards an end of a season. I guess it really just stops in the middle of the story. We're reading the manga after this. It just ends. It just ends. And not only that, it ends on a bit of a cliffhanger as well. That's wild. So, I accidentally clicked stop recording there. Okay, so, wow. I know it said I'm gonna definitely read the manga after it. There's still some factors that are, unconfirmed, in it. I can't confirm it yet. And as I said, I guess let me put this into the conversation of the manga, because I did see a lot of recommendations for me to check out the manga after it. If I do end up checking it out, as I said, it's probably gonna end up being just purely on Patreon, because I know I don't know how to get around the manga copyright. Maybe after I finish all of the manga, I might somehow try to cut it up and edit it in a way where it can go on YouTube, but I can't promise it. I'm gonna see what happens. But for sure, it's gonna at least start off as a Patreon exclusive. Anyways, so I want to talk about this finale. I mean, there's not too much to talk about when it comes to the story about the finale, because we saw, obviously, what was the name again? Pat Paracha. We saw Pat Paracha for like a little bit, right? She just said some words being like, hey, do you really want to unveil the truth? That can put everyone in danger. Sometimes hiding the truth is for the sake of everyone around you, is to keep everyone safe. But then what do you value more? And obviously stuff like that. You need to really think about it. It's not necessarily you shouldn't pursue the truth, but more so, do you really want to do it, right? Really think hard before you do it, and have a good reason to do it. So yeah, and I really like the fact that I think Force and Cinnabar are a really, really good pair, because Force definitely is more of the impulsive type who just, you know, tunnel visions onto something and does it, whereas Cinnabar is always, you know, trying to, you know, make sure that everything works out, everything is in place, every single nook and cranny is explored before they, you know, execute a plan, and I really like that. So I do feel bad for Cinnabar a lot, because it seems like Cinnabar genuinely, sometimes she just hears an idea in a way that she can't let it go, right? And I feel like everything to do with Force is so stuck in her brain that no matter what, she just can't let it go. And then Force can like tell her to do, hey, you want to come with me and do this? Cinnabar, no matter how much she doesn't want to go, I feel like she's kind of like compelled to go. She just needs to go. And I feel like she almost, I don't know, it feels like sometimes she genuinely doesn't want to do it, because it genuinely wouldn't be a good idea to do it and it could be harmful to her. But I feel like if Force says it, she's gonna do it. And I feel like that can be a bad mindset as well. But so far, I feel like it's gonna be good, but I feel like, yeah, it could turn into a bad mindset. So I do feel bad for her, because it feels like she isn't really in control of her emotions. And the emotions are more so controlling her, which is not a good thing. But either way, we'll see how, or maybe we'll see how it goes on if I actually go on to read the manga. But, okay, that's basically regarding the actual episode. Let me talk about the anime as a whole. So, I honestly surprised me so much. Like, so much. It surprised me so much. It's so weird as an anime, right? Compared to like the regular anime that I watched, this is very weird because it doesn't have like necessarily like a structure of, oh, this is just one story, main character going through this story, and that's about it. It's kind of this story where you have a character that forgets her goals or that loses her memories, and because of that forgets her goals, forgets the actual story that we set up. So you set up this story of, you know, wanting to help out Cinnabar, and then over time she kind of like forgets about those things because of the nature of the show and the nature of the characters, and then she gets the entire goal of, oh, I want to find Antarcticide. And even though I do think that that's still part of her plans, that was an immediate goal that she had due to the emotions that she felt in that moment. But I feel like it's been kind of getting sidelined, even though it is still incorporated into the entire overarching goal of wanting to, you know, find the truth about Lunarians. It's no longer as cut and dry as it was before. It changed, right? So I really like that. It's a really interesting way to show the progression, because that is very I feel like it's very realistic in a sense, because like when you like set your goal for yourself, there's so often when you set a goal for yourself and like you get sidelined and you're kind of like going towards the goal, and then you kind of realize maybe this isn't necessarily 100% what I want to do, or like you just encounter something else that I want to do, and you kind of like steer off the path and go onto a new path. And this is what it feels like, and it feels, in that sense, it feels very realistic, and I really, really like it. So I love this anime. Studio Orange, I mean, no more praise. They don't need any more praise, because they've been showered with praise, and they absolutely deserve it. I know that when this first came out, people were split on it because of CG animation. I personally am not against CG animation. I never really was against it. I remember I watched Ajin back in the day, and that looked janky, but it was really, really good. I really enjoyed Ajin, and I really enjoyed this one as well. So I really like good CG animation. You guys know, if you watch my channel, I watched a bunch of CG anime by now, and all of them I enjoyed thoroughly. Obviously, animation can be a big factor for me, but the only thing that animation for me can do is it can make a show better. It's very rare that bad animation is gonna make a show worse for me. It's gonna have to be notoriously bad. Like, I enjoyed something like Whisper Me a Love Song, even though the animation was like basically a PowerPoint slideshow, but it was still very much, I still enjoyed the story a lot of that, and the anime itself, I enjoyed it, even though as an adaptation it wasn't the best. But either way, that's a different topic. Yeah, so what I'm saying is this was incredible animation. I feel like this is 3D animation that's on par. Like, I would dare say some of the CG animation is on par with some of the best animations that are non-Studio Orange animations today. And this came out 8 years ago. And it's still on par with some of the CG animation that you will see today. Maybe like some parts, especially the background art, which was more so 2D animation, but some of the background art stuff is even better than a lot of it. So that's wild that in 2017, Studio Orange had the talent, the tools, the dedication to make an anime, the CG anime that rivals or even beats today's standard of CG anime, non-Orange standard, because Orange have been evolving, and from the clips that I've seen of their recent anime, they've been leveling up so much. But yeah, looks fantastic. The the OST, absolutely incredible. Like, incredible OST, obviously, it makes sense. I knew that was gonna be insane, but it's really, really good. Just not much else to say apart from chef's kiss. Incredible. And the voice acting was really fun. I love the voice acting in this. Once again, not too much else to say. I feel like some of VAs were kind of prominent, but it didn't go for... There weren't that many, like, insanely famous VAs. I feel like it utilized a lot of the quote-unquote smaller or less known VAs, which I really appreciated. They were really, really good in it. And direction was really good. Some of the camera shots were incredible. And also, the vibe of this is so uncanny, so good, so weird, because you can feel the dread of the situation. But because no one else feels it, you're like, oh, this feels weird. I don't feel comfortable with this because everyone else is so chill. And you're like, but this situation is kind of fucked. And I love that. I genuinely love that. I feel like this is one of those shows that just sticks with you, right? And I really, really appreciate that kind of feeling. I love that feeling in basically any anime that makes you kind of like existential, makes you feel emotions that you never felt before. That's why something like Evangelion or Made in Abyss are like my top 2 favorite anime of all time, because they made me feel emotions that nothing else ever made me feel, right? And I feel like this definitely goes in that territory of anime, and I really, really love it. So yeah, God, it also made me very emotional. Like just seeing a character go through many hardships and because of that, like change a lot is something that makes me very emotional when I see it in media, right? And also top that with like her losing memories and stuff like that, losing part of her identity, and obviously having to make up for that lost identity with like basically the new experiences. That definitely participated in the or added to the entire character development of Force. But yeah, incredible. So, oh, also I wanted to say, okay, let's talk about the manga. As I said, I can't guarantee everything. I do want to read it, but so yeah, I feel like the condition of me even wanting to read it has been fulfilled. Now the only question is time and logistics, like when it comes to like how I'm gonna do it and how I'm gonna be allowed to do it and stuff like that. I'm gonna see. If I put it on Patreon, there currently I have like a tier that's like basically the tier $1 tier, which you get access to everything that I ever do. If I do a manga reaction, I need to see if it's actually gonna be, if enough people show interest in it, you know. I might put it in a $3 tier. I don't know. I kind of don't want to do it because I don't want to put things behind like a tier or like a higher level tier. But if I don't know, I'll see how I can do it time wise, you know. Yeah, I'll see what the actual interest in it is. But yeah. Anyways, I'll see. I can't promise anything. As I said, if I do it, it's gonna be in May. Next up is, oh, that's the last thing that I wanted to say is your guys' support has been really, really good on this. Like when it comes to the views, it didn't like. It did a bit less, obviously, than something like Monogatari or stuff that we did before, but it also didn't do like horribly. I thought it was gonna do worse. Honestly, when I started this, I thought that this was gonna do really, really bad for views, and it didn't. It didn't. It actually did surprisingly decent. So thank you guys for that. And just apart from the views, the likes on this and the comments have been, especially the likes have been like overwhelmingly positive. Like usually you have like a ratio in my head at least, of what the views to like ratio should be, and this always exceeded it. So thank you guys for that. You guys have been great when it comes to like showing support on the series. So I appreciate you guys. Yeah, as I said, you have been fantastic. Oh, the last thing that I kind of wanted to talk about is I had to pre-record a bunch of these episodes, and I hope that it didn't detract from your guys' experience too much. I feel like it shouldn't, but to me it feels bad because I feel like I never want to pre-record stuff because I always want to read your guys' comments before I go into the next episode, because I know when I watch reaction channels, I feel bad whenever, or like I feel a bit frustrated whenever like a reactor misses something and then the comments have been spamming something, but because the reactor is like 5 episodes ahead, they don't realize it until like way later on. I know that can feel very frustrating. That's why I don't like pre-recording stuff, but I hope I didn't miss anything too big. And it wasn't too frustrating for you guys. I feel like it's probably more it's more a big deal for me than it is for you. I feel like it should be fine for you guys, but either way, sorry about that, I guess. But yeah, as I said, the next episode or the next anime is gonna be Durarara on the channel. But you're feel free to still leave recommendations for what else you want to see after that. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. So once again, thank you guys for the support on the series. It's been phenomenal. But I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next series that we do on the channel. Peace.